Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Camille Hugh. I'm a comedy writer, actress, filmmaker, director, producer. Basically, I'm a multi-hyphenate. That's the term that we use nowadays. And today I want to do a vlog style video and talk to you about how I was able to make my web series for under $1,500. So I'm just going to give you a couple of tips if you are a writer, filmmaker out there and you want to make a series. Okay, no one really talks about web series anymore. It's more of like a YouTube series or really a TV show or a mini series, which is what I made. I wrote a mini series called Am I the Crazy Girlfriend? There are 11 episodes and I shot it over it was supposed to be 4 days, and I ended up having to do like 2 additional days of 1 day reshooting with my main actor and then another day doing like some additional like just shots to fill in for one of the episodes. So basically like 5 days. If I was a little bit more organized, I could have gotten it done. If you are looking to shoot a series and you have to stick to a budget, like I was given a grant and so I was trying to work within a budget, and the way I was able to shoot the entire series was tip number 1, by keeping my cast and crew really tight. I act in the series and I had I really should have written these numbers down. 4 additional actors and then a couple of like really supporting actors like my DP, who's also my writing partner on my other series, Rough and Tug, Eric Boss. He also played like a small role in the short, and my other actor friend Ian came by and my other writer friend Rich came by. So those are like really big parts. So keep your cast small, keep your crew small. My crew was really just Eric, my DP. You know, he was the camera guy, the DP. I directed, which brings me to my next point, multitask. So I was, like I said, acting, I edited, I colored, which maybe I shouldn't have done. Like I got a lot of replies about the coloring, about it looking a little bit washed out, which is an aesthetic that I kind of like, but some people saying it was a little flat. So, but I colored, I edited, I was a director, like I acted in it, I wrote it. So, you know, if you don't have money to hire people and those are your talents and you're able to do it, like do it yourself. Another tip is to be a line producer. So before you even start filming, you need to figure out how much things are gonna cost and where you can cut costs. So I went through the entire script and I made a list of all the props that I needed and like things that I could incorporate that I already had and locations that I had access to. Like obviously I shot in like my apartment and then I shot in my DP's apartment and his backyard and his basement. So you definitely want to go through your script, and if you have a lot of locations, you might want to taper it down. So another thing that I would recommend is to double up locations. So we're really fortunate to work with a bar and restaurant that's close by, and we were able to do 2 scenes, like 2 different episodes there, the interiors, and then for another episode we used the exterior. You know, they had like a big window, and so we were able to put people in the bar and then shoot from the outside, and it just adds some variety. So you definitely want to double up locations if you can, and reach out to venues and offer something in return. Some things you can offer in return include your cast and crew leaving Yelp reviews, like really good Yelp reviews, taking professional photos of the place or video that they can use for their own promotional purposes. You basically try to get creative, like what can you offer them in return for using their space for free. I actually was able to get another venue that unfortunately didn't work out just because the space wasn't ready by the time we were ready to shoot, but I was able to just like send out these emails to a bridal boutique, and she said yes. It's definitely better if you ask in person. So I was actually like pounding the pavement and going to restaurants and bars and asking people as well, like, hey, can we film here? So I'm gonna wait for that to pass. So if you can, definitely pick up the phone and call. Even better, go in person and ask to speak to someone who can give you a yes. It's a little bit harder to say no when you're there and eager and, you know, begging basically for a free space. And also make sure that you are tight. And this is another tip. You want to be organized. You want to have your call sheet. You want to have your shot list. You want to know like one actor, especially because if you're keeping your budget low, you're not paying them the rates, especially if they're like SAG. You depending on your budget, like I had a small budget, so I wasn't able to hire SAG actors. It's like all non-union actors, but I still wanted to pay people for their time. And when you're paying people less than they really should be getting, you want to make sure that you are efficient, right? So you're not wasting your time. You have a plan, and they know what they're gonna shoot that day, and you don't have them coming back and forth for no reason. Like, you want to make your shoot as short as possible and get people, like group people together, do all their scenes in one day, in 2 days, things like that. Knock it out of the park. Don't have them coming back, waiting around forever. And of course, it goes without saying to keep your script manageable. Like if you're shooting a sci-fi film, it may even be cheaper because you could just put up a green screen. But another way to keep your script under budget, ask as many people as you can who are excited to be involved with your project. I really would recommend paying people. If you can't pay them, definitely like feed them good food, hot food, have snacks, buy in bulk, that helps. But there are so many like Facebook groups that you can go on and find people who are just looking to get experience, and you just have to know though that in exchange for them helping you out, they're gaining experience. You have to be a little bit flexible and realize that it's probably not going to be as seamless, as professional, as the big sets with big money. But at least you can get your short film done, you can get your series done, and you have something to show for it. You have something people can watch. You can start to build up your audience, and you're not breaking your bank or like running through your savings to make your dream a reality. I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and spicy. Those are some tips. That's what I was able to do with $1,500. Like I said, my series and The Crazy Girlfriend, I was able to break it up into 11 episodes, which gave me about 3.5 months of content, releasing it pretty much weekly. But yeah, if you want to do something similar, you don't have to have a crazy budget. You can work with $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and have something that's pretty decent, that's people want to watch and that looks good and that you can be proud of. So that's it. That's all she wrote, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and please, if you are enjoying the content, go check out The Crazy Girlfriend, of course, and you want to be alerted to when more videos like this come up or any of my other videos. I will be doing more videos about just filmmaking and screenwriting and the process of breaking in, getting your foot in the door in the industry. Then please subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.